What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Pro and Bro Wrestling Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Arnold Arda.
And I'm Mr. No Days Off, Fred Rossler, and I'm excited, man. I'm still on cloud nine from my match with Sean Spears, man. And let me just say, he gave me my best match in 17 years. Hands down. Everything was there. Everything was spot on. And we'll get deeper into that, but we have a special guest on Pro and Bro Wrestling.
Yes,
I always say, don't die with the story and you tell it. We've got the Puerto Rican pit bull, Gino Rivera, and I'm very excited, man. This guy can walk the walk and talk the talk, and I'm rooting for him to get signed anywhere. Mm-hmm. And he ultimately maybe wants to be a referee, but he's got that Eddie Guerrero type feel, that demeanor when he comes out. So I'm rooting for him. Mm-hmm. And anyone that ends up on Pro and Bro Wrestling, they end up on main roster, Big Swole, AEW.
Yeah, that was the most recent signing, right?
Jake Atlas. I mean, people know.
Yeah.
People know on the internet, but I'll just leave it up to him to officially announce it. But people know. So anyone that ends up on Pro and Bro Wrestling, they're making moves, baby. They're literally making moves. So, yeah, the Puerto Rican Pitbull episode 34.
Yeah, 34.
Good gracious, man.
Yeah, man. It's almost, it's as old as you, right?
Well, I'm 36.
You're 36. Ah, dude, you look 34.
Well, December 24th, how old are you going to be?
33.
33, so we're just like flying by your ass.
I know, man. It's crazy.
But we got an action-packed episode, man. We got a lot to talk about. I mean, in wrestling in general, I recently did a second Sportskeeda wrestling article talking about my relationship with Bray Wyatt.
I read that. It was a good article, man.
It was a good article. My homie Bray, he favored it. He didn't retweet it, but that favorite definitely got a lot of eyes on it. Yeah. So this is really fun for me. And I was under pressure, not under pressure, but I waited till the last minute. I knew what I wanted to start off with, how I wanted to start off the article, but it took me all night to really get it done. And I'm a man of my word, and the agreement is 2 articles a month and a podcast for them.
That's great, man. And I appreciate you shouting me out in the article, man.
Yeah.
It was cool seeing my name on there.
Well, I was trying to remember the story of how, so that was just the basic story. We didn't get into detail as to what we really talked about.
Yeah.
We kind of got into details maybe on our podcast, but not in the article. So it was very generalized. I really meant what I said in the article. And of course, I have my people in Sportskeeda Wrestling. They have to proofread it. They have a plethora of people under me that make sure it's done right. So I just put my thoughts. I speak from the heart, and I put them into words, and they make sure everything is spelled.
Yeah.
Spelled.
Grammatically correct.
Yes, exactly. Arnold, like I said, every time we have a guest on Pro and Bro Wrestling, it's very meaningful to me. I met this dude probably early fall, and I fell in love with his work. This guy can walk the walk, talk the talk, like I said before. He's the Puerto Rican pit bull to the world, Gino Rivera. Thank you, bro, for being on episode 34 of Pro and Bro Wrestling. Don't die with the story and you tell it, bro. Thank you for being on.
What's good, man?
No problem, guys. How are you? What's up?
Chilling, bro. Just trying to stay warm, in this cold weather. LA's been pretty cold lately. You in LA right now?
No, I'm in New Mexico, and it's about 45 degrees, hence why I'm wearing this little...
Oh, I see you. Look at you.
A little snuggie, you know what I mean?
Looking fresh.
It's not a mink, but I tell people it is.
It's faux fur.
What's good with y'all? How you doing, man?
I've been good, man. What you doing in New Mexico?
Well, I bought a house here, and I'm stuck here, and I'm trying to get back to LA. So I bought a 6-bedroom, 4-bath.
Oh, shit.
On the nice little suburbs of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it ain't me. So I'm trying to get back home to Los Angeles. I need to be home.
Gino, you started at Santino Brothers, correct?
That's right. 2008. I started training professionally to be a wrestler, and then 2009 in January is when I actually was like, my trainer was like, go get your bookings.
Go.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask, man, how did you come up with the name Gino Toldyouso?
Oh, man. So there's been so many crazy names. As you guys know, this is wrestling. So,
sure.
you having the same name for a long time sometimes won't always be the I can't. It's not gonna be a lock. It's not gonna be cement all the time.
Yeah.
Not everyone's gonna have Hulk Hogan's name. Right? So each company that I've ever worked for has wanted me to be their own version of me.
Yeah.
Which there's only one face, but in general, people just want to be like, okay, well, I started as Seville the Thrill.
I like that.
I didn't come up with that. My trainer, he thought I needed my butt whipped a few times. And, he just wanted something to, we used to bust flows and rap and stuff with each other. And Seville the Thrill just rhymed when he was rapping one time, and we just ran with it.
I like it, man.
And then shortly moving to other companies, I became Hatebreed Ricky Barrera. And I said, why Ricky? My name's Seville. You know? And they're like, well, you're Puerto Rican, Ricky Martin, there's something there. And I was like, oh.
Ricky Martin.
so I kept it, and I said, okay, cool. And then I finally made my debut for TV, and they were just like, hey, those other names, whack.
Ricky,
whack.
Yeah.
Seville, whack. I'm like, my mama gave me that name. They said whack.
Damn, savage.
Got it for me, and they came up with names like Ernesto and all these other Latin names, and I said, damn, I know I'm Latin, I'm Puerto Rican. Okay, give me something good. And they said, why don't you think of a couple names and stuff like that? So I said, you know what? Okay, I wrote down a list of names and stuff like that. And I came up with the name Gino because that was my great-grandfather's name. Dope. He was a handsome man. He fought in the war. I can't tell you which one, but he's an old man. He passed away in 2015. He's a good man of pride and dignity, and I just wanted to carry on his name. His name is Gino.
Okay.
And I cut the Gino because I needed the fans to chant something. And,
right.
And they could do the
make it easy for them,
Yeah, so I said, okay, well, why not Gino? And Rivera, they needed something Spanish, you know what I'm saying? And I came up with some other Spanish names, and they didn't like that, and they said, Rivera. That's it. Other than that, every other name that came up, whack. I was like, oh, man, here we go.
Yeah.
So I made my television debut in 2015 for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood with David Marquez. And he gave me a little for TV, and it's been hell ever since.
That's amazing, bro.
Gino, through Dave, he was my first guy that I actually worked out on the West Coast with for NWA. So I always put him over that he was the guy that brought me out there. You started with Santino Brothers. Who are some of your memorable matches with, like, starting off, like, oh, wow, thank you for kind of elevating me, or thank you for pushing me?
Well, I can tell you this, man. I came into wrestling. Let me just sum this up, man.
Sure.
I was at the Staples Center. I was actually seeing wrestling, and I walked across the street. They gave me a flyer, and it said, would you like to be a professional wrestler? And I was like, yeah, where do I go? And like anywhere else, there's not just some school, you can just look up at the time. It's usually word of mouth at the time when I went.
Right.
So 2008, I took that flyer home, signed up for the classes, and, it's been on ever since. And I trained at Santino Bros, and every single one of the trainers there, they were XPW guys. So I don't know if you guys are too familiar with XPW. It was like the rival of ECW, but the LA version of ECW.
Okay.
So every guy there was a wrestler, but I'm like, I don't know who these guys are, but they could train me.
Right.
Let's do it. So I did, not knowing that these guys were famous in their own way, their own little way,
Yeah.
And during that time, I came up, and when I was training there, they gave me, they unleashed me, and the pit bull went on its way, and I had matches with, a couple of guys. You guys might know them, but like guys like Ray Rosas, who's a big dude on the West Coast now, and then Famous B. Everybody knows Famous B, right? He was one of the guys that helped me and elevated me, and a couple of guys from Lucha Underground now.
Nice.
Steve Payne, who's doing some gimmick there, some lizard thing. But those guys helped me. They gave me a kick in the butt and just elevated a young kid. I had my first match in January. I won that. I don't know how.
Wow. You won your first match?
I was like, hey.
Wow, nice.
I got my butt kicked, but I was like,
yeah.
Hey.
You took the W though.
Yes, a little schoolboy.
Yeah.
You can beat anybody with a schoolboy.
Good old fashioned schoolboy, man. The most dangerous move in pro wrestling.
So,
Yeah.
Say it again.
I said the good old schoolboy, the most dangerous move in pro wrestling.
Yeah, like I said, shout out to Grandma who got pinned last week from a schoolboy. That's how I let it go, you know what I'm saying? Watch your back.
Arnold, that's why I love this guy. Since day one, I stepped foot in the ring with him. Gino, you've got great instincts. You've got great ring awareness, and you get it. Like, you're one of those guys that gets it. That's why I'm rooting for you. Whether it's dreams of being a official for WWE or talking the talk and walking the walk with people in NXT, and that's what you've been doing, man. You can go with them all. I love your theme music. We've talked about it on the recent. We talked about it on a recent car ride. You have what it takes to be in this business, man. So that's why I wanted to have you on and have you share your story. Your experiences in NXT, how have they been for you so far? What have they, told you advice-wise? Because, this business is all ice cream, just different flavors, So what have they said to you?
It's all about being at the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And each time that I've worked up there for that big company, especially in NXT, I was invited, and they obviously keep bringing me back because they probably see something good in me, whether it's the way I carry myself outside of the ring or online, or whether it's word of mouth. Personally, I've been told that they love the way I talk. They love
man.
My promo skills,
Absolutely.
Guys, look, I'm Puerto Rican. I couldn't shut up if you had tape over my mouth. Like, I love talking. So, they said actually, I can't get into any names because I don't want to get
yes,
sure.
Yes.
It's more like I've been told specifically that they don't care about my wrestling. They don't want to see me wrestle. They like me doing this.
Well, listen,
Gino, entertaining.
Absolutely,
so,
man.
Shoot, hey, man, like I can go on a date and you don't got to say a word. I can talk to you all night and say I had the greatest night of my life, and I did all the talking, and it's happened before. So. The promos that I cut and send in, I get critiques, and they love it. It's just being the right time, right place at the right time.
Right.
And, like I said, when I went there to Florida in October, it was such a great learning experience. You know what I mean? I wasn't so nervous. I've been backstage before. I mean, ever since 2015 or 14. So I'm kind of used to how things are ran there and the etiquette and what to do and what not to do, what to say, where to go, where to stay away from.
Sure.
So it's not so much nerve-wracking. It's now, this is what I tell everybody who asks me the question. It's whenever I'm there, I'm not there to have fun. I'm trying to go,
wow.
How do I get a job here now? I've already tasted this a bunch of times.
Sure.
I want to be here.
Sure.
This is what I want.
Yeah.
All these cats that want out of their contracts. I'm not there. I'm like, yo, hand me their contracts.
Give me a 20-year long-term contract.
Whatever you need. I mean, like I said, I'm not there to experience what they're experiencing, but I just get really upset for a guy like me that I prepared my whole life to work there. You know what I'm saying? I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I've never been arrested. I have a clean background. I mean, I have a great credit score. My whole life to have this job. So when they read my script, they can just be like, man, that was fast. You're damn right, man. I'm 31. I'm trying to get a job here.
Yeah,
what
man.
do I gotta do? You know what I'm saying? So, whenever I'm back there, it's not fun for me. It's more, I need a job here.
Sure.
I'm not here to have fun. I want to work here. Who do I got to talk to?
Gino, that's why we get along so well. I remember you said anytime you're backstage, you're always stepping up. You know what I mean? Stepping up, like you try to like get away from the pack, and that's what you got to do, man. Like because when you're around the pack, they hold you that. Yeah, please do. Please.
Yeah,
do.
please.
When you're an extra backstage, man, you are just, you're just a fly on the wall. You're just stuck there watching everything, right?
Yeah.
You're scared to say something. You're scared to walk over there or go by that person, man. And as a group collectively, there's like 10 to 20 of us. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's got to stand out.
Yes.
Right.
So here I come with my blue suit, you know what I mean? Marching on in with my brown shoes.
The Vince McMahon walk.
My big, not the Vince McMahon walk, the Gino walk where I want a job here, but I ain't going to walk like I own it. But I got my big watch. I'm trying to stand out, right?
Yeah.
I try to, look as baby face as I can. You see these hairs? This takes 6 months to grow. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? My mustache, it takes me a year to grow, gone. So I try to look as as baby and as cute and as sympathetic as I
Yeah.
can. And when I'm around all these cats, everybody's just having fun. And I'm like, oh, there's that guy. Oh, I dreamed of being in the ring with that.
Right.
And I'm like, y'all have that fantasy and go away over there. I'm gonna go stand over here, and I'm gonna wait my turn. And hence why I got a spot on 205 Live.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko was like, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I'm just hanging around catering. You know?
Yes.
You late? No, man, I'm trying to figure out how to work here. You know what I mean? And I got pulled aside and I got my match. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't have happened if I was over there mingling with the other guys dreaming.
And bro, he also named you Corazon Delgado, right? For that match?
Oh man, that was a crazy little thing, man. They want me to speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I speak very, very little Spanish. And I know enough to order a taco, but I can't get around to it. So basically, Grand Metalik, he speaks a little bit of English and stuff like that.
Right.
I needed somebody to work with him, and they're like, "Can you speak Spanish?" I was like, "Yes." You know what I'm saying?
Just yes to anything. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I said yes, fluent. Como que? Where is he? You know what I'm saying?
¿Dónde está Grand Metalik?
But I was over there like, ¿Cómo se llama? Okay, come over here. You know, it was, man.
That's funny, man.
And Dean Malenko gave me that name, and he gave me the spot. So
Yeah.
I'm so gracious for that.
Absolutely.
Dean, I call him Dino. He's got incredible humor. Have you been around his humor?
Yes, and I had a different experience. So, like, everybody says he's, like, I had a dry experience with him. Like, he was, when he came up with that name for me, he thought it was funny, and I was like, that ain't funny. What's that mean? You know what I'm saying? But, he said something that, like, he chuckled. He had a little toothpick in his mouth with his hand in his pocket, and he gave a, like, he said something. I can't remember it, but I know it was about me.
Yeah.
And everybody else laughed, but I was over here like,
Like, sure.
what's everybody laughing about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
Gino,
it's cool, man.
Gino, I'm telling you, and I'm telling the world that listens to us that you definitely would fit in on any roster. I've talked to my homie Sean Bennett, Raw referee, about you. I put you over to everybody, man, because I want to see people succeed. I want to see people move on. I want to see people take care of their families like yourself. You've got a huge family. If we can maybe dive into that, because I mean, your story could help somebody, man. You don't see me sexual orientation, none of that shit. You see me, I hope, as a good human person, and I see you the same way. But you know, you've probably seen it all and experienced a lot in your lifetime.
Yeah, man. I mean, I hope y'all brought a snuggie, a blanket, and a pillow, because I'm about to really put y'all to bed with this.
Oh, no, we're here for it, man.
Time for all this?
Yeah.
So, basically, look, man, I'm gonna sum it up real short, man. My mother was a young runaway. She was raped as a child by my family. She wanted it out. You know what I'm saying? And her only out was to run away. She used to get beat up by her mom. My mom was real beautiful, real pretty. Kind of looks like Nebo with long hair. But she just wanted out, man. And she got pregnant at 17 with, baby Gino. And she couldn't take care of me because my mom, it was the 80s. She wanted to party. She wasn't ready to be a mom.
Yeah.
So she got pregnant. She met a man she loved. And I still don't know who that man is. I don't know my dad. You know what I'm saying? My mom gave me up. So she gave me up to a family in Hawaii. So I grew up 13 years in the Big Island.
Wow.
Not Oahu, but the Big Island. I grew up on the countryside.
Yeah, I've been there.
Nobody in my family wanted me, just my auntie. My auntie was like, I'll take him. You know what I'm saying? And I had asthma problems. My mom was doing all kinds of drugs and drinking. So I was premature. I was all kinds of craziness, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my auntie already had 5 boys of her own, and she was like, shoot, I got 5 kids already. I'll take them. I'll deal with them, and she did. And my real mom went to Los Angeles and lived the life of the partier, and she turned into a prostitute, and she met a drug dealer, got pregnant again, and had my sister. And basically he told her, is like, you're going to have this girl. If not, I'm going to leave you. And she's like, I already have a son. I can't have a kid. Like, I just gave up my son to being single, and now I'm pregnant again. I can't have another kid.
Yeah.
She loved him so much. She had the kid. He went to jail for 10 years.
Wow.
She had to raise my sister on her own.
Yeah.
And have a family in Hawaii raise her son. So, you know what I'm saying? When it was time, I met her at 13 years old. They told me you got another mother, and I was like, what? Like, that's my mom. What do you mean?
Right.
And I was like, no, you're going to meet your real mother in California. And I was 13 at the time, and I was like, I was flabbergasted. I said, like, you can't tell me I have another mother when this whole time,
right.
I was calling this lady my mom. I can't imagine. You mean these boys ain't my brothers either? You know what I'm saying? So my auntie tried for girls and got 5 boys. And she added me, which is 6 boys. So, I love them to death. I'm the youngest boy of 6. So basically I met my mother, who is now a retired famous porn star. She goes by the name Mercedes Ashley, and we have no communication until this day.
Oh wow!
It didn't work.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
So you guys can look her up on Twitter. She has my face. We have the same tattoos, everything.
Wow.
You acknowledge her. We try to mend things. We try to kick it and hang out together. It just didn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Part of hanging out was like, let's get the same tattoos.
I see. Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Okay.
Yeah, there's tons of pictures on me online. You can see we got the same tattoos. Y'all can message her and be like, "Is Gino Rivera your son?" She'll confirm, but she knows we don't get along like that.
Right.
But other than that, I met my real mom. I have a sister who's also a lesbian, and it's a great freaking thing. I support her. Shout out to her. Yeah. And then I also have, like I said, 5 of those brothers who are actually my cousins, but to me, they'll be forever my brothers.
Yeah.
I have 5 of them, and 3 of those brothers are gay, and 3 of us are straight.
Right.
And it is the most beautiful thing in the world because I've learned to accept, people being transsexual, bi, gay, lesbian through my brothers. And I wasn't always comfortable with it.
Right.
But as people were starting to treat my family, my brothers really, really bad and mean, and I couldn't stand that because I loved them to death. You know what I'm saying? And if they aren't going to stand up for themselves, man, I'm going to punch you in the jaw. You call my brothers anything out of their name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've learned to love and embrace the culture. Whether you're bi, transsexual, gay, it doesn't matter. Like, my brothers are all of that. I have a brother who dresses as a female. I have a brother who is very, very, very flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? And I have a brother who you wouldn't even know.
That's me.
And, you know what I'm saying? And it's a great thing, But he, there's no reason to hide it. You know what I'm saying? But I love my brothers dearly. I got tons of gay friends, and Darren is one of them, man.
Yes.
I consider him a good friend. And,
absolutely.
Man, why would you to this earth, catch on fire, man? You can't say one bad thing about Darren. You can't say nothing about my family.
Yeah.
But for me, man, like I said, I grew up in a very, very hard time, very, very crazy system.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this: I wouldn't change it for the world, and I'm so happy that I was adopted. I had a hard life there too, being adopted. We didn't always have the greatest things. My mother tried as much as she could, but as a kid, you don't see those things, you just see, where the toys at, and she did the best she could, and I wouldn't trade anybody's childhood for the one I had. I had the greatest childhood in the world. But if I tell you about it, you'd be like, oh, that sounds terrible. And I'm like, what you mean, man?
Yeah.
I was eating rice and hot dogs.
Yeah.
That was a meal. We went to McDonald's for our birthday.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Like, we go to McDonald's, we'd be like, whose birthday is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, now I go to McDonald's just to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
I hate McDonald's. But, like I'm saying, man, when we had a Little Caesars pizza and we was all holding it in the back seat, when we didn't wear seatbelts as a kids, it was like, whose birthday is it? Somebody's birthday is today. You know what I'm saying? That was a special treat. Now I can go get Little Caesars and whatever when I want. But that's what it meant. I come from hand-me-downs where we wore our clothes 5 different times. They got passed down.
Okay.
From the oldest to that to that.
Yeah.
By the time I got it, it was holy or too big, but I was like, yo, I'm impressed.
It's new to me.
School pictures together in the same shirt.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I come from. But like I said, I had the best life ever.
That's beautiful, man. Growing up in Hawaii, did you eat a lot of spam musubi?
Hell, man, I just ate musubi
That's what's up.
2 days ago.
That's what's up.
You know, I took Darren to the gym and I said, I'm about to go hit the
Damn. I love spam musubis, man.
I cried, brother. I was like, this is so good. Who made this?
I mean, it's the best. It's all you need. It's all you need. Rice, spam, and seaweed. Shoot.
Yeah, man. I can show you I got the receipt somewhere. But yeah, man, that's all I would eat is musubi. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of underground pits where we cooked the pig underground.
Don't get me started,
man.
man.
With no shoes, man. I went to school and I caught the bus and I was swinging off the chairs with no shoes. It was all gravy. I used to, take pictures in a Hawaiian print and think it's nothing. We didn't call that a blow-up, right? That's just a normal day.
Yeah, that's Tuesday.
So yeah, and my ultimate dream is to buy my house back in Hawaii.
Oh, beautiful.
If I could buy my childhood house, it's ugly as hell, man. I saw it, but if I could buy my house, oh man,
that'll be full circle.
Oh my gosh, I'll probably die happy. I've done everything I needed to do in life.
Yeah.
But just go back home to Hawaii was one of the dreams. Like if I ever get a contract, man, I'm buying.
Yeah, man.
I'm buying that house.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna happen.
Gino.
Yeah, man, I come from good vibes and positive feelings.
Yeah,
good things happen to me because I wish it on other people. So.
Bro, that's a beautiful story, man.
This past weekend, Gino dropped me off at the gym, and then I don't know what the hell he's going to do. I just dropped me off, and I'll tell you when to pick me up, sir.
Yeah.
But this guy is doing promos. If you look at his Instagram, his social media platforms, he's doing promos and like grungy type areas.
Yeah.
Like he's making it work. He's working, and like. And then I hit him up because I knew the promoter had me riding with like some other wrestlers, which it's cool and everything. But I hit up Gino. I said, man, I want to ride with you, man, because he's gonna have me laughing nonstop. He's very easygoing. We both love our R&B. We can go back and forth with the R&B.
I was just singing Chris Brown yesterday.
Hell yeah, Chris Breezy. Yeah.
I'm really trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not so much as Darren, but one day, like I said, I dropped him off to the gym and I said, I got 45 minutes. Be good. So I went to the hoodiest of hoods I could.
Yeah.
Everybody was staring at me, off the balconies and in the street, like, who is this dude? I'm just like, I'm just here to cut a promo. I'll be on my way. Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah. Listen, Gino, I
You
watch.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I set up my phone on a little pallet. And I have my little bottle to hold my phone, and I flipped it that way, right? And I just said, I'm gonna cut this promo, and I pulled out the belt. All the kids was like, "Oh my, what are you?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Something like it."
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, they got wrestling on the title.
Oh my god.
Like, you a boxer? And I was like, Olympic. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I cut that promo right in the hood, and I went to the Grammys. I love tagging. I couldn't tag to save my life in high school. I was trying to do it. I was like, how do y'all do this? Play my name. Play my name. You know what I'm saying? But I love tagging, and I feel like I'm embracing my culture.
I watch
hip hop and just grunge, and no way am I a gangster, but I just love I love the ghetto. I love being in the hood. And something about just the food, the people, the culture, the music. It's me. That's what I grew up on. In Hawaii, which is weird, but. Yeah. When I went to LA, it was on. And I was over there like, me.
Yeah.
Me on the set, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'll go to any little place where there's tagging, and it just makes the promo more gritty. I can't, talk to somebody and stand by a tree and be like, hey, and
sure.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
I want you to know, like, yo, things could pop off at any time. There could be a gunshot.
Yeah, you gotta set the tone.
Mama might be like, what you doing?
Yeah.
Anytime, and I want you to know that I'm in the hood, standing with my shirt off, with my flag and my boxing belt. Like talking some smack to the camera. People thinking I'm crazy. But I'm not afraid to perform. I love performing. So like when I got eyes on the other side of the camera watching me, and they're like, "What's he yelling at? He yelling at a Pepsi bottle and a phone?" So.
I watch a lot of your promos, man, and one of my favorite was when you had a list. You brought out little lists, and you're like, my gym teacher told you so. And you went down the line and everyone, you're like, told you so, told you so. And to me, when I saw that, that was so entertaining. In the back of my mind, when I was watching that, I'm like, man, this is something that Vince McMahon is looking for. You know what I mean? Like that personality, that the individual that's gonna capture the audience attention. You have something about you that's super likable, and it's just, you're not, to me at least, it comes off as if you're not even trying. It just comes so natural to you, and it's so easy, and you're just being you. Yeah, it's amazing, man.
And you know what? It's funny that you said that the Vince McMahon would look for something of that personality.
Yes.
But how much shuts you down? The same way I got shut down is they already got a Leo Rush. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even compare you to that.
No,
dude. You're way more entertaining than that.
No.
Find something else.
Well, I don't even think of Leo Rush as a like promo guy, man. I don't even see it like that at all.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Nope. Disagree.
I've been around the dude, so but I was just like, okay, well, cool. You know what
Nah,
I mean?
man.
I mean, I'll find something else because
No.
I'll try something else.
No, dude, I'll
you
stick
keep
to that,
doing your
man.
thing, bro. You keep doing your thing. Trust me. Nope.
Y'all, I love to entertain.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can be serious. I can laugh. I can cry on the spot. Like I can.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I love to entertain, and you know what I'm saying. I went backstage at NXT and I was supposed to get 30 seconds in front of one of the big dogs there.
Yeah.
And I was ready, bro. I was like, yo, if this is my time,
Yes.
I'm gonna cry on the spot.
Yes.
And I'm gonna let you know that this is real.
Yes.
I'm keeping it real.
Yeah, man.
So, like I said, I'm not an actor. I've never taken acting classes in my life, but I don't want to be an actor. I want to be a wrestler. But I understand that part of being a wrestler is acting.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I watch all the movies, Notebook, I watch everything. I watch La Bamba, I can do it. So if you need somebody to cry, I will cry. If you need somebody to be angry or cocky, I can do it.
Okay.
If you need somebody a depressed emo Puerto Rican, I can swing my hair this way and I can write some music or whatever.
Oh man, good to know.
I also do music. I sing. I rap. I write my own music.
Oh, nice.
But, I try to keep myself where. What else do you do other than wrestling? What makes you special? And I'm like, man, just my life story. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I love cutting promos. I sang a Freddie Mercury song the other day on the title.
Nice.
I had my hair all in a bun like them girls. They got long hair and stuff. And I had the duck in the bath chilling with me. And I just wanted to also showcase that I can be funny and I can sing as well.
Yeah.
Adam showed me that promo. I was cracking up.
Show me the serious one.
Show the serious
like,
one.
This is gold.
Oh my god.
I said, okay, that's cool, but what about the other 20 angry ones that I did the other day? But yeah, man, I like to make people laugh and
That's
show
great,
people,
man.
Emotion, man. Especially when I'm in the ring too.
But,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that pit bull. I call myself a pit bull. I do a lot of this, right?
Yeah.
You don't know somebody that's the rah.
Gino.
Take your shirt off. They be like, hey, man, on second thought, I was just playing, bro. That's me. That's my character.
Gino, Gino, how tall are you?
Man, I'm like, I don't even know why y'all had to go there.
No, how tall are you?
Pictures on, I'm 6'6", with him off, you know what I'm saying? I'm 5'5".
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, seriously.
I'm small.
Gino, what I'm trying to get with is that if you are 5'5", in the ring, on television, you look like you're bigger. You look like you're 5'9", 5'8", because of the way you carry yourself. You ooze literally machismo when you go out there, man. You are just like, you're larger than life. You know what I mean? Who are some of your biggest inspirations in the ring? Could I say Eddie Guerrero maybe, or who?
You remember what you told me? I think it was in Pomona, or when I was walking around.
What did I say?
You said you remind me of Eddie Guerrero. The way you walk around this place, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand it because I was like, bro, how does Eddie walk? You know what I mean? I mean, that's a huge compliment to me. Give me more.
Yeah.
Feed me more, right? But as far as like my influences, man. I mean, it's a list. It's a list of crazy people. Number one, I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna throw it out there. Is The Undertaker was that was my childhood hero.
Yeah.
A lot of people will go out and say Hulk Hogan and Piper, but Undertaker was my dude. You know. And then as I started watching more stuff, as a kid, I was all about looks. You know, I didn't really understand wrestling in the ring. It was just whatever my eyes was like glued onto.
Right.
So here's a crazy name too. Guys like Psychosis.
Of course, the guy with the horns and like the curly perm. Yeah, absolutely.
Chinky curly hair like I did.
Yeah.
And came out with a mask. You know, I was in school cutting out papers and trying to do the whole Psychosis thing.
That's right. Yeah.
So guys like Undertaker, Psychosis at the time was just. I grew up on cruiserweights, the real
awesome
cruiserweights back then. And
nice.
I don't know if y'all know who, for some reason, cats like Super Carlo and Andy and Silver King and just those cats. Eddie Guerrero was one of them, but he wasn't my favorite. But I was on Rey Mysterio, La Parka,
absolutely,
Billy
Kidman,
all the cruiserweights. I didn't think I was gonna be a cruiserweight myself because I thought I was gonna get buff and big until I hit 31 and goes, I'm gonna settle with this. I can't get it any bigger than this. So yeah, you can just say my two biggest influences ever. It just sounds crazy. I know it's probably odd to everybody.
No, that's fine.
Undertaker and Psychosis.
That's
I
awesome,
can't
man.
wrestle The Undertaker, but I'm trying my hardest before 2020 is up. I need Psychosis in the ring. I need to make it happen.
Listen, man, there's a chance that you might wrestle Undertaker because you remember Billy Kidman wrestling Hulk Hogan? That happened. So you just never know.
Don't tug on these heartstrings, man. Right now.
You mentioned Billy Kidman. Billy Kidman was a big influence in me changing to trunks because I had long tights. And he told me, "Why do you have long tights?" I said, "Oh, because I don't feel comfortable wearing the short trunks. People are going to be staring at my crotch and all that shit." He said, "Well, Vince is a mark for guys with big legs, so you should go to trunks." Next day, I got trunks, man. So, and this is in 2009. So that's like a really good advice that Billy Kidman gave me. That from 2009 and until now, I do the short trunks because of Vince McMahon liking guys with big legs. So that's my advice to you.
2009, I was wearing pink polka dots, long tights. So you would have looked at me. And funny that you tell me about Billy Kidman. I had a tryout match before SmackDown started, and as you know, we all paired with everybody, and we got a certain amount of time to call a match and get on in.
Yeah.
So I wasn't waiting for nobody. He said, "Who's in there first?" And I slid in.
Yes. Yes.
So I slid in. Homeboy slid in. We did our match. Everything was all good. Everybody else, whatever, did their match. So they had two little luchadors in there. And AJ Styles and Kofi Kingston and Xavier walked past us and said, "Whatever they're doing, don't do that."
Well, that sounds like AJ, man.
And I said, "I didn't even do that, so I'm good." Xavier walked by and was like, and I was like, "Why? I mean, I can do that, but thank God I didn't."
Yes,
Yeah.
man. Yes.
Yeah.
I think who did I say? Kofi Kingston, another one said was like, "Man, that's wow. Man, don't do that, baby. Don't do that, baby." And he walked away, and I said, "What is going on, right?"
Yeah.
So they had an odd man out. So everybody was paired, and Homeboy was sitting by himself, like, I don't got nobody. And he went in the ring, and Billy Kidman was like, "Anybody gonna get in there with them?"
Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah.
Right.
Slid on
Yeah.
in, like,
Yep.
Right.
We didn't call nothing. I just listened. So the first one, he saw that I could get in there and I could call stuff. The second one, he understood that I could listen and I could call it in the ring.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I gotta get at least a talking to somebody.
Right.
So at the end of the match, he called me on. "What's your name, kid?" And told my name and how long I've been working and stuff like that. And he said, when you bump, right? When you bump and feed, why are you selling your back? And I said, well, because the mat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took a big fall, right?
Yeah.
If I push an old man, he's gonna hold his back.
Yeah.
He told me. He said, "Okay, that's nice that you would push an old man." No, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. That's why I held my back, sir.
Yeah.
And he said, "But what about your face? I punched you in the face. Wouldn't you hold your face getting up?" And I said, well, yeah, you hit me in the face. He goes, "Okay, so you had two opportunities to show me that. The first opportunity, you still held your back. The second opportunity, you still held your back. You held your back. He goes, tell me why I should look at you again.
Oh,
and
wow.
I said, does that mean I blew my... Bro, I'm about to cry on the spot.
Yes.
I said, does that mean I blew my check? He goes, no, it's just a learning experience, man.
Wow.
And I said, okay, I appreciate that. I said, next time you see me, bro, I'm going to work this space like I ain't never worked this space. You know, you're going to tell me, why are you working your face so much?
Yeah.
But it's just a learning experience.
That's
awesome. So that was
man.
my Billy Kidman story.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I was hot. I was angry.
Sure, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
I bet. How could I have two opportunities and I messed it up? You know what I'm saying?
didn't.
Just a little thing.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm getting goosebumps. Honestly, I've gotten goosebumps several times the way you talk, and like our stories are very similar, you know. That's the kind of advice you're going to get from Billy. And yeah, you want to cry on the spot, man, because that passion is there, man.
Yeah.
But he's just, it's all, our business is all ice cream, just different flavors, you know.
Yes.
You might like Rocky Road, I might like cookies and cream, but it's all ice cream. So yeah, switching it up. And I think maybe, you know, at the end of the day, I'm a wrestler, you know. The entertainment for me is second. You know, I love wrestling. I love the mechanics. You being in the ring with me, you got to feel like the speed and the intensity. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Absolutely.
Oh, man. So, this is what I tell I don't think I even told Darren this story. So, Darren, when I see you, right, you want me to call you Fred or Darren?
You call me whatever you want, bro. You call me whatever you want.
I'm going to call you Darren because I'm just calling you. You know how it goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what's it called? Basically, man, when I first heard I was working you, I immediately was like, WWE Network, pull up. Let me see what he does, right? Because I'm over here. I don't get nervous to work anybody, but I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know how he works, but I'm going to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched some old stuff, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's a nice little fro he got going. So after that, you know, so we get to the show, whatever, I'm working on whatever. And I'm trying to calm my nerves. I'm trying to be cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy, you know what I'm saying, where I show it on my face that I'm nervous or anything. So we work, whatever. He moved me around, moved me. Man, before all that, let me stop you right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I noticed, I'm going to talk about Pomona because that's the one that really stands out to me. We had a match in Pomona, and I see him standing against the wall, and I'm watching you, Darren. You probably don't know, but I'm watching you. Side eye, straight eye, everything. I'm watching you, bro. And he's just standing against the wall, and you're making this face. And I'm thinking, like, look, bro, he's nervous. And he did this face like where you're like, and I'm like, he's nervous, bro. You think he's nervous to work with me? He's nervous, bro. Watch him. Look at him. Oh, I got his ass now. Right? We get in the ring. Boy, I'm moving everywhere. He wasn't nervous. He wasn't nothing. I don't know what he was thinking in just standing in that time that I saw him. But the dude is intense. There is a reason why they call him No Days Off.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not just trying to butter him up like toast. I'm being for real. Like, I ain't never worked so hard in my life. I ain't never, you know, in my head told myself, I'm standing on the top ropes ready to hit him with something. And I'm saying, boy, you can't finish this match, bro. You sure you got this? You good, Gino? I'm good, I think. You know, I was up there second guessing myself, like, I'm gassed.
Yeah.
I don't get gassed.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I was gassed for a good reason. I was tired, but I pulled it through, and Darren is a true professional, man. Be on your toes when you're working, Darren. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. And everybody that say, like, hey, how's it working? And I said, let me tell you this story. He's going to make this face. He is lying. That's to psych you out, to make you think he's nervous. He ain't nervous. He's thinking about 10 different ways he's going to whip your butt. You know what I mean? So that's the story I tell people. I'm like, y'all, be ready. Get your cardio game up, and I hope you're ready to move. Because if you ain't gonna move, he gonna move you. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, Gino,
he almost threw me out the ring one time. Remember that day?
No, Gino, it's about listen. It's about working smart, not hard, and we're both good listeners. You know, we know how to finish each other's sentences off, and again, good ring awareness, good chemistry with you. I can work you 10 nights in a row, man. I mean,
I heard that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. 10 nights.
Turn that into a shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. I mean, no, that means a lot coming from you, bro. Yeah, that's a fully loaded episode, bro. That a lot of information that you gave us, man. Your social medias, where can people find you? What do you have up and coming for 2020?
Funny that y'all said that. First time they told me, they said, "What you got coming up?" I was like,
Oh my God.
Let me think. I had nothing. This time I can prepare.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying?
God.
My little kitty cat calendar. You know what I'm saying?
You're hilarious,
It
bro.
was $1. I got it. Okay. But so y'all can find me on every social media platform available. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Forgot my Tumblr. But you guys can all follow me on Gino Toldyouso. Why? Because if you look up Gino Rivera, there's 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
There's only one Gino Toldyouso.
Yeah.
And I got that.
Yeah.
So Twitter, you can follow me, Gino Toldyouso. I'm active on there. Facebook, I like to write diaries. You know what I'm saying? Because I express my heart.
Good for you.
Anything I do, Facebook is where I'm very active. I love to talk. It's open. Even if I can't add y'all can still follow me and just listen to me cry and talk about my day. And,
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? I'm very emotional on Facebook. I love Facebook. I love expressing myself. Instagram, y'all get to see me, basically act tough and have some fun at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And do my promos, and it's strictly wrestling. Y'all don't see nothing but wrestling on there. Facebook is more where, hey, if I'm supposed to be somewhere in Arizona, y'all gonna see it.
Yeah.
So y'all can follow me there. As far as like my bookings, I'm finishing out my year. I got a booking actually in Amarillo, Texas.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be there for the next 2 weeks, 2 weekends. I'm sorry. And Dory Funk's gonna be there. So
dope.
To hang out with that fella.
Wow.
And try to soak in all the knowledge, man. I even bought me a cowboy hat. I wish I had it. But I bought me a cowboy hat so I can blend in.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll do just fine, man. You won't stand out at all.
To Amarillo looking like this in a fake mink and a beanie, I might get pulled over and, I don't know. But my background is clean because remember I've been training to be somewhere for my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I got a show out in Amarillo, Texas on Saturday the 14th. And then I'll be back there on the 21st, to end the year out. Yeah. And then in January, we're picking up, baby. We're going to El Paso. We're going to LA. We're going to Wildomar, Arizona. I'm going to be out there. I'm trying to, touch different towns. You know what I mean? I get bored sometimes. When I'm in somewhere too much, I go, okay, what's next? I'm tired of seeing y'all face. What's in South Dakota and Utah? You know what I'm saying? like what's out there? Wisconsin. Yeah. And then we're trying to get booked internationally. I'm working on my UK dates right now. So I'm about to go to London and about to ball out there. Yeah. With my Mark Anthony and see if they understand that stuff. If not, it's all good.
Gino.
I'm trying to do big things, baby.
Gino, man, I'm rooting for you 120%. Last thing, what's your favorite message to the world, from you to the world? What's your favorite quote, your favorite message to the world, however you want to end it?
Man, I just...
Best piece of advice, whatever.
I can't give them a quote because I like to, do my own thing, but I can just say, y'all, look, I'm a perfect example of keep going. The word keep going, y'all. I come from a bad life. Bad things happen to me and my family, and I make no excuses about it because it doesn't shape and mold me. I acknowledge it, I accept it, I carry it with me, and I just keep fighting because my family can't fight. I'm the only one in my family who can do something to change our lives. All of my family is just either stuck in their way, passed away, in jail, incarcerated, or problematic with alcohol or drugs or whatever, but not me. So they're all hoping for me to make it. I'm the only one in my family eligible to do something, and I'm trying my very best to make it. I gotta make it. You hear me? I can't accept failure. That's why I send out positive vibes and good feels to everybody, because I want that back, y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't surround myself around anybody negative. If y'all around that negativity, y'all can't hang. You can't sit with us. Bro.
Yeah.
So I like being around good people, and just guys, like if you help me, bro, trust me, you guys won't regret it. It's gonna have a good feeling the day you see the biggest smile on my face when I make it somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Because you guys are all a part of that.
Yes.
And I definitely, like I said, just keep going, man. You guys got a bad day, going through something, keep going. You know, hustle, work, excel, invest, and succeed, and then celebrate. That's how we do things, you know.
I'm 36 years old, and this guy's got me about to start crying, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a grown man, and he's just, Gino, you're amazing. Thank you, man.
It's an honor to talk to you, man.
It's a complete honor. You make me sick, man. You make me sick. But thank you so much for sharing your story with us on Pro and Bro Wrestling. I know time is money, man, so it's time to take it home, man. But thank you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, thank y'all so much for giving me the platform to just, to your fans and just listening to my story, guys. I'm Puerto Rican. This conversation will not end. It's going to be like the Fast and Furious. I don't know what number it is. Maybe on 11. We're going to still pass that.
Love it.
Like I said, I'll talk you to death or to sleep. But I'm definitely, anytime y'all need anything, holler. I'll be here, and y'all don't even have to talk. Look, I'm taking over the show, man.
Yeah, man.
No, you're great, and hopefully 2020 we can be on more shows together, and we can ride together, and I'll do the driving. Remember that. I like doing the driving.
Yes. You saved. Hey, man, I like to sleep, or I like to just listen to music. Thank God you're there driving. We won't have no homies in the back this time.
Please, no, man. I don't trust nobody, man. I trust you.
Yes, and hey, quick little story before y'all exit.
Yes.
Chris Masters, basically, I was driving him, right? And you know how when you hit the brakes, you do one of this on the chest to save somebody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's just the way to do it, right?
Right.
So I'm driving, somebody slammed on the brakes. My little self, 100 pounds, 5'5", trying to protect this 6'5" muscle man. And he looked at me, he stopped, and he said, Gino, I like you.
Aww.
I trust you.
Aww.
Hold on, it gets better. This is the closer. You remind me of my mom the way you drive. I said, anytime you need a driver, you hop in my car. So, Aaron, you already know the business, man. I'll take care of you forever. One love, peace, everything, man. You're my dude forever.
Thank you, Gino.
Thank you so much for all you do for me, man.
Thank you, Gino.
bro.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, guys, man. Hey, take care, y'all.
Peace out.
All right,
Peace
man.
out.
Man, he is something special.
Bro, I mean, he's something special. Every time we have a guest on Pro and Bro Wrestling is very special and meaningful to me, and I want him to succeed. He took me on a roller coaster ride of emotions. I wanted to cry. I had goosebumps. I was laughing. I was cramping. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
sometimes you see talented wrestlers. They have great ring skills and everything, and he does that as well. But it's super rare to feel the talent slapping you in the face.
Yes.
I'm just getting like positive, amazing vibes from him, and his personality is just, I can't even explain it, man. Like, he needs to have a platform on his own. If not wrestling, just give him a show.
Yeah.
Like, give him a show,
He's doing
man.
the best he can with what he has.
Yeah.
You know? What he can deliver and bring to the table with his social media platform. So all we're trying to do is elevate him.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm really glad that he was on today's show, man.
Absolutely, because I asked him this past weekend if he would be down to do a podcast. Sure, absolutely. Anytime. We were delayed maybe a half hour, he was still on it, you know. So he hadn't used Skype in a while. I said, please, it's probably better sound-wise if we can use Skype.
Yeah.
And he downloaded it.
Oh,
he had to
wow.
re-download it because he forgot the password.
Yeah.
So
Went above and beyond.
And I wanted to share his story because he
Yeah.
even went more in depth. I knew three of his brothers were gay, and they're different types of gay. But I didn't know that a lot of details he went into about his family and stuff like that. You know, his mother being raped and all that awful stuff. But look at him. Through it all, he continues to smile and spread positive vibes. I was actually going to wear positive vibes Positive Vibe shirt, but I didn't. You know. Sometimes when I come over, you're my neighbor. I don't have to keep going back home to pick out an outfit. So I was either gonna wear this or block the hate. And it's cold as a bitch in the compound.
It
Damn.
is, man. It is. And the AC's not even on, so I don't know how that happens.
It is cold, man.
But yeah, man, I just feel like he's super talented, and I'm really surprised that WWE kind of compares him to Leo Rush because, again, like I said, I don't zero comparison to that, man.
Yeah, I was even
don't
thinking
see it
that
at all. And
Leo's great at what he does.
Sure, absolutely. And I'm not just saying this to kiss his butt because he was our guest, but man, like WWE is robbing themselves from having great entertainment, not having him on board. He's such an asset, man.
Yes.
They can bring so much value like, to the show and to the company as a whole. But man, what a guy.
Oh, what a guy. And what a guy you are. Look at this. Too damn early, okay? You didn't give me a chance.
It's all good.
Too damn early. Can I open it live on Pro Bowl Wrestling?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it'll
I just want to say one thing, though. I'm sorry the price tag is still on it because
well, take it off.
It's inside a plastic, and I don't want to open the plastic.
Oh, goodness. Well, I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. You're so damn early, but... Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The best there is, the best there was, and the best that ever will be. The excellence of execution, man.
Do you know who I was hanging out with this past weekend? Teddy Hart.
No way.
Teddy Hart.
That's crazy.
Boy, is he a personality, man.
Is he? Okay.
He is a personality. We're all personalities.
Sure.
But man, opposites attract. I'm a quiet guy, and he was just he was just on 10 the whole time. But you know, he heard the story about my uncle helping Brett and everything.
Right.
And he got the 411 from Tyson Kidd on how's this Darren Young? How's this Fred Ross? That's how it is, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you haven't met somebody, you're like, oh, how's this guy?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they've all put me over.
Oh, great.
Like Tyson Kidd, like, oh, Darren, he's a good guy. He's a good guy with that Canadian accent. Oh, yeah, he's a good guy. And like, if you're not liked by the Harts, you know, if you're not liked by the Harts or the Samoan Dynasty, you're going to get your head split.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
This is incredible. This is
Glad
incredible.
you like it, man.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Holy moly.
I'm really glad that WWE is actually doing a collab with New Era. Because, you know, New Era is one of the biggest hat companies out there.
Oh, okay.
And they have...
I don't like leaving the stickers on. I don't know why.
No, everyone...
Do people
to
do
each
that?
his own. To
do
each
you
his
do
own.
that?
Back in the day, I did.
Back in the day. That's so
Yeah.
damn... What the...
You know why they do that, right?
What?
So it stays brand new.
Please. I want Sprizzer to that. I want some character to it.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm glad you like it, bro.
Oh, yeah, I love it, bro. I love it.
But yeah,
Having
man.
difficulties.
It's been crazy week in the world of pro wrestling. But when it looks fresh on you.
Very fresh. I don't like
Let's
that.
go.
I don't like to. I don't like the clash logos. So on the spot, I got to do a little
wardrobe change.
Since it's cold as a bitch here, I
You
got to
got
put
it.
on a little sweater. See?
Oh, that match, man.
You see, I bring my little outfits here.
You ready?
I'm ready, so I stay ready, so I have to get ready. Lighten it up a little bit.
Man, you brought your closet with you.
Yeah,
You're
just-
ready for anything.
Got to be ready. Boom.
There it is.
Boom.
There it is.
Look at the shoulders,
Looking
man.
fresh, bro.
Look.
Fresh. That's the
Latino heat. Latino
I lie, I
heat.
cheat, I steal. But yeah, man, so many things happened in pro wrestling this week. One of the things I want to talk about is an interesting heel turn by Seth Rollins. I don't know if you caught
yes,
that.
I did. The new Shield, huh?
That's what people
The
are
Nexus,
saying.
new Nexus, Shield, new Shield, the core, the new core. No,
Yeah.
I don't think there was ever a new core. You remember the core?
Yeah, that was only them. Bray Wyatt, Heath.
Ezekiel? The core, remember?
Yeah, I remember. There was only 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
Anyways.
what the new Shield, baby? I love it.
I wonder what if they're gonna be a faction. Well, they are a faction, but I wonder if they're gonna have a name, as a group. We'll see, but it's too soon to tell. But anyways, I enjoy this heel turn because for one, I feel like WWE, they have no other choice. They literally backed Seth into a wall, and there's no way that he's gonna be a babyface from this point on because at this point we talked about this in the last episode, but he's not the most well-liked guy.
Yes, we talked about it on the last episode.
Yeah. But turn reality into a storyline, and it's the most natural transition. And it kind of, this heel turn kind of reminded me of Bret Hart's heel turn because it makes sense, and it's not one of those heel turns that like surprise, like he's a bad guy now, but it escalated over time. I don't know if you remember, but when Bret Hart somewhat turned heel on the American fans, but he was still a babyface with his Canadian fans. He cut a promo basically just saying how he feels, like how he truly feels.
Oh, that was like after like a cage match, right?
Yes,
yeah,
on Raw
I remember
or something
that.
like that.
And he was like to Vince McMahon, "This is bullshit." He went off.
Yeah.
He said he's the best. I don't like using the Lord's name in vain, but he was like, "I'm the best goddamn wrestler in that locker room. I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be."
And he pushed Vince, I think, right? Was that the time that he pushed Vince or different time?
He might have, but he's pushed Vince, he's punched Vince, he's spit on Vince.
All
He's
the above, man.
all the above.
Only
man.
Brett can get away with that. Well, Brett and Sean can get away with that.
When the icing on the cake was, I didn't know how it went down, but when the Montreal screw drop, Vince was about to get in the shower, and Vince wanted to have some words with him, and Brett was like, "If you're still out here while I'm take my shower, I'm gonna knock you out." So Brett went into the shower. He took his time in the shower. He came out the shower naked, dripping wet. Vince was still in the center of the locker room, and eventually he got knocked out.
Yeah. Well, the story is, I think Shane was the one that said it. Vince said, "You get one shot." Like he had it coming like one shot. But I don't know, no one was there. But yeah, man, that so to me, that heel turn made sense because just like Brett, he had his reasons, and his reasons that everyone knows, and it's out there, it's public knowledge that he's not well liked, and it made sense character wise because he's saying come on, what do I have to do for you people, huh? I bust my ass every single time in the ring. I take no days off. And what is it? What do you want, huh? And they kind of had a little minor reveal, a little shock value. Did you see a little bit of that?
When he was in the truck and he did the unveiling with the chair and stuff like that? Very, very movie-like.
Very movie-like.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I like seeing those guys.
Well, the AOP is also very movie-like too, if you think about it, right? They're kind of gangsters.
Man. Exactly, and very believable. So I love how the direction that he's going in.
Oh yeah, and I love how they're using the Authors of Pain, right? Because they were kind of floating for a little bit after they made their main roster debut, but this whole repackaging, it works because it's still them.
Yes.
And I love how they speak a different language too. That's really cool.
Yeah.
But man, what do you think they would be called as a faction? There's so many options, man.
I'm telling you, they're going to be called the New Shield.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Who knows? Shield.
I mean, when I first saw the Authors of Pain, I automatically thought they're dressed like the Shield. Yeah. With the vest and everything. But maybe this is the way WWE can still do the Shield without Jon Moxley, right?
Exactly. It's almost like a FU, we're going on with or without you.
Yeah. So. And also another thing that I really enjoyed was the segment on SmackDown last week with Bray Wyatt and The Miz. So
he's getting too personal now.
Oh yeah, you saw it, right?
Going after the family now. Come on, man, it's scary now. I mean, and Miz a couple years ago, he was actually on the road, and I don't know if we were feuding, but we were together. And he was telling me how his home in LA was getting broken into, and someone was trying to break in.
No.
And I think his wife was home, and they had the
gosh.
security cameras, so they had to call the cops and all that craziness. And he's on the road. Like, imagine that. Like, ooh, now it's getting scary with the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I did an article about my experience, our experience in Bakersfield. After SmackDown launch on Fox that Friday, we went to Bakersfield. Talked about our experiences. Talked about my experiences with Husky Harris and all that craziness, and Florida Championship Wrestling, where the developmental system was. So really fun article. But yeah, he's going too far, man. He's going too far. Damn it! You don't mess with the family.
And I love the reason why I love this episode with Bray Wyatt. It's because it's the first time that Bray Wyatt got physical as Bray Wyatt. So, you know, The Miz was backstage and he was looking for Bray Wyatt, and he saw a picture, and Bray Wyatt photoshopped his face into the family portrait. And I forgot what was the one word that Bray Wyatt said, but he said one word, and then like The Miz turned around and he gave him the Sister Abigail. But it was the first time that Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt actually attacked someone, which was really, really cool. Because, you know, you always see the Fiend, and Bray Wyatt was like the Paul Heyman of the personality. So that was cool. But the one thing that if I were to nitpick, the one thing that didn't make sense to me was The Miz's transition of talking about family. Because The Miz was in the ring, and, you know, he said something about family, and then that's when Bray Wyatt talked about family, right? I didn't like the fact that The Miz said, oh, you know, Daniel Bryan is like family to the WWE universe. To me, that sentence was an obvious transition, because it's just a weird thing to say, like family to like. And plus, why would you say that about Daniel Bryan? Like, I know he's not saying that he's my family, he's family to the WWE universe, but why would you? It's just something a normal person wouldn't say, you know? I don't know. To me, that was weird.
What was the line again?
Daniel Bryan is like family to the WWE universe. And I was like, man, that's a weird sentence.
Well, they're slowly getting into the yes chant, right? Or they've been doing it.
I feel like it's already here.
It's already here, huh?
Yeah.
They're just trying to get the people behind them. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. But anyways, I love the storyline, and I want to see where it goes. And we still haven't seen what Daniel Bryan looks like yet.
Oh yes, man. Just it's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Yeah,
so just like let it ride out. Let him be off for a little bit. Be with the family, because these guys do have family.
Yeah.
So
Heart family.
Yeah, Heart family, exactly. So, you know, AEW schedule is a little bit flexible. You know, I'm able to wrestle guys like Sean Spears.
That's right. Let's talk about that, man. You had a match with Sean Spears.
We talked about it in the intro, but if I can dabble into it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Sean Spears was a bucket list match of mine. Last year, I was able to wrestle Billy Gunn. We called it all out there. Sean Spears and I, Tucson, Arizona. It was definitely probably number one favorite match. We just clicked in there. And it was like that fight feel. It was almost like you can do, you know, if you're doing the AEW commentary, I was like cutting it in my head and how it would be done. I came to the ring, the people were behind me. He had a slow approach to the ring, so I was just thinking how AEW would, the camera guys, how they would tell that story, how the commentators would tell that story. And he was just on, and I told him out there, I said, I'm coming for your Wednesday night spot. So it was very like the people were like ooh and ah, and there were times in the match where people were there's good silence and there's bad silence.
Right.
Bad silence is when people aren't into the match; they're going to get popcorn. Yeah. Good silence is when people are actually watching.
Yeah.
You know, watching and seeing how I'm going to come out of this fight, and he cheated. We both, at the end of the day, look like $1 million, you know? And when someone uses these exact words, I needed that match from Sean Spears, that's what he said.
Wow.
I needed that match.
Wow.
So what does that mean? Are you not working the best of the best? Are people not, you know, giving it all they have? Well, he says, when my intensity's up, that's when he brings his intensity up. If someone is lazy in the ring, then you're gonna be lazy.
Yeah.
But when my intensity is up and like we're cool, calm, cool, and collected backstage. But when we get out there and it's like
on.
fight night, and like I bringing that intensity up, and I'm eyeing him down, and I'm not blinking, and I'm showing that this is my ring tonight. Yeah. I'm gonna run circles around you.
Yeah.
His intensity is gonna go up, and like. He was an incredible dance partner, and I hope I can work him again in 2020, and I hope he can tell people in AEW, man, I worked that guy Darren Young, man. You guys should look at him.
Yeah.
So, of course, the match was flawless. I'm talking no hiccups at all. I got on the mic, you know, like I like to do.
Yes.
I have a thing. I like to get on the mic and thank the fans, you know, because it comes from the heart. And I forget what I said. I'm going to get a copy of the match, and I'm going to whore it out on all my social media platforms because it is my number one match, 17 years. I told the people, I don't remember word for word because I love catching myself off guard because I'm tired.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to say, so you just grab the mic and just say, you know, whether it's in front of 100 people or 10,000 people, this shit is still so much fun for me. And I need the help of all you guys in attendance in Tucson, Arizona, whether it's AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, ROH, who just followed me. We talked about that on last episode of Pro Wrestling.
Right.
They followed me on social media. Whether it's any of those organizations, I let them know that this guy, Darren Young, Fred Ross, still has a lot left in the tank, still has a lot left to offer, and he wants to make 2020 a good one for him, you know? So in the place like erupted, and they were clapping for me, they were chanting for me, block the hate, Darren Young.
Nice.
I forget, I was just on cloud nine the whole time, but yeah, I need the strength in numbers. I need the people in attendance to go on their social media, and that's all me really carefully calculating how I'm going to deliver my story to the fans. Whether, again, it's in front of a couple hundred people or you know, a couple thousand people, they're going to hear my story. Yeah. So, yeah, hats off to Sean Spears. I think he shared my story on Instagram about how he was my number one match of my career with Praying Hand. So he knows it meant a lot to me. So man. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, look at me, man. Look how I look.
Yeah,
you know. Real. I mean, I look like $1 million. Yeah. I do need to see a chiropractor. I am stiff, you know. It's not all peaches and rainbow or whatever.
It's not ballet.
Yeah, it's not ballet, so my shit's hurting.
Oh, sure.
But I feel good now. I'm not sitting on my medicine ball.
I know, you haven't been doing that in a while.
Yeah, but I'm good. But yeah, incredible week of wrestling. Do we have anything else going on? Or?
One big thing I want to talk about is New World Order. Inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yes. Speaking of that, Sportskeeda Wrestling wants me to write an article on Batista. So that's going to be very easy.
Batista too, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so that's going to be easy about Batista because one funny story that it'll be in the article, but my favorite experience with Batista is when he got brought up onto the main roster. Again, I'll have to see when that was because he's been back and forth. But when Titus and I were up on the main roster, and Batista's the reason why Titus is in wrestling because they were neighbors. Right. Titus was like, hey, man, we going to ride in Batista's limo. And me being shy, I'm like, nah, big man. Nah, you ride with him, you know. I'll just ride by myself. Yeah. And then he's like, man, hey, Ninja, you better get in this damn limo. I said, all right. So all three of us, Batista, me, and Titus in the limo. And, you know how the long couch? Yes. At first, they're sitting on the long couch, and I'm on, like, the short couch. And we're the middle. Yeah, the middle. Damn, I feel like I'm getting sick. I'm not getting sick, man, but whatever. Just a lot of traveling. Sure. So, yeah, I'm sitting on the short couch, and I just fall asleep. And I wake up, and I see Batista on the floor of the limo and Titus sitting on the long couch. Wow. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, that's friendship right there. Yeah, that is, man. This movie star, this is stuff no one would see. No one would ever hear this story unless it was me. Right. You know? Yeah. And incredible.
That's amazing, man. That says a lot of his character.
Yeah, Batista's a stand-up guy, so that I'll talk about that story in
Yeah.
the wrestling article. Yeah, but the NWO, man.
Yeah.
And trivia, since you're the bro, I already know.
Here we go. Give it to me.
This X-Pac, Pac is the first Hall of Famer to win a ring back-to-back year. Because
Yeah. Oh.
last year,
Yeah. You're right.
right? Last
You're
year
right.
was DX, right?
Yes, you're right.
And this year's the NWO.
You're right.
And I figured that out, man.
Yeah.
That's incredible. The first Hall of Famer back-to-back.
Yeah.
So he should be on cloud 9.
Absolutely.
He should be on cloud.
Is he on cloud 9 or is he stressed? Because
Yeah, well, this time around, man, who was giving him shit? Nash?
Nash and Hall will be up there.
Yeah, but Nash was giving him shit.
Yeah.
No, you remember? Yeah.
Well, last year Hunter and everyone was giving him like a hard time.
Yeah,
about
everyone
that.
was giving Pac a hard time, but
Because he's scared of public speaking, basically. Yeah, man.
but this will be really fun, man.
Yeah.
And Pac deserves it, man. That's a bucket lister match, man. He said, "Hey, man, I'll work you in a tag, but I ain't doing no more singles ever again."
I remember you said
I'm
that.
like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
It would be so easy, man. So easy.
And I'm glad they included X-Pac, or should I say Six,
Yeah.
into the Hall of Fame with the NWO because, originally the NWO was born, it was the three, right?
Yeah.
Hall, Nash, and Hogan.
Yeah.
But Six was the fourth. No, actually, was the Giant the fourth? The Giant was the fourth member.
Oh, you're the professor.
The Giant was the fourth member. But, like, Six was definitely, he came in there with Ted DiBiase. So he was still in the core of the group, you know? So I'm really glad that they inducted him as well because obviously it just makes sense.
Pac and I, like we're very similar. In his era, he was one of those guys probably everyone liked working with him. Everyone liked being around him. Same thing with me. There was a time when people liked being around me and just liked my aura.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh man, it's just great to see him.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
And all of them, this is going to be their second Hall of Fame ring. Hogan's inducted already. Wow. Nash, Hall as Razor Ramon, and X-Pac is DX. But
Booker T also has 2 rings too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, from Harlem Heat.
Yeah. But I'm saying like these 4 that's getting inducted at the same time. That this for all 4 of them is going to be their second ring. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whereas when Ric Flair got inducted to the 4 Horsemen, like for the rest of the 4 Horsemen, it was their first.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, hopefully someday I can make it to the Hall of Fame.
Of course, man. Of course. You'll be in there, man.
I gotta be like Bob Backlund. I gotta stay in shape, man. I don't want to ever get to a point where I'm not ready for anything, and like I come back and like you're overweight, or you just look like, wow, what happened to him? He's kind of
yeah. That's always the worst feeling in general, not just in wrestling, man. When you go to like a family reunion or like a high school reunion, and you're like, damn, what happened to you?
Look at me. I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if anything, you look better, man. You're more in shape now than ever.
Yes. A lot of rest.
Yeah. We got so much to talk about, but I feel like we're like long on time. But the one thing that I do want to talk about.
Oh, baby, we gotta take it home. We're gonna come back. Episode 35, Pro Wrestling. We'll be right back.
JR?
Yeah.
JR, yeah.
Did I sound like him?
It was JR with the notch all the way up, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But the face though. So CM Punk was on this week's WWE Backstage, and they kind of asked him about how would you do the Bobby Lashley and Rusev storyline with Lana. And his perspective was really interesting, and I think he has such a great mind for the business, This is what he proposed. This is a long-term storyline up to WrestleMania. Down the line, Bobby Lashley gets married to Lana, and as they get married, throughout the couple episodes of Raw, Lashley also gets sick of Lana, so they end the relationship. They get a divorce, and now Rusev and Lashley are best friends because now they have this common common thing with Lana being, oh look at she's so annoying, blah blah blah, and they become like buddies, and so Lana gets heated. And she gets a tag team that, that backs her up to face Lashley and Rusev. And CM Punk didn't mention any tag team in particular, but like, yeah, Lana gets her own tag team. But as they're leading up to WrestleMania, as you know, the tag team versus Rusev and Lana, the tag team also gets sick of Lana. Because you know, like she mouths off or whatever. So CM Punk proposed at WrestleMania it's gonna be the tag team against Rusev and Lashley, and Lana is gonna be on a shark cage, kind of like how Enzo was, and the loser gets Lana. So that's CM Punk's proposal for this Lashley and Rusev storyline, which would be super entertaining, man. Not gonna lie. Freaking Punk. Oh, Phil with your imagination. I like it, man.
I love it, man. I think it's golden.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to see that?
Lana, she is something else, man. I think off camera I'd have to tell you why she's just too over the top for me, and she's one of the divas that I'm scared of.
Oh, sure, I'm sure.
Her and Alicia Fox, I'm like scared of.
Yeah,
like,
Mean Girls. Huh?
I don't want to say the wrong thing or like pick a side because they're gonna slit my throat.
We all know someone from high school that's like that. I got one in mind right now. Oh man. Well, this has been such a great episode.
Bro, I don't know what episode has had me laughing so hard.
Freaking Gino too, man.
Gino
Jesus.
Rivera has had me dying laughing. I want to travel with him every day of my life until I die.
He's funny, man. He's just like full entertainment at all time.
Yes.
It's great.
We hit 700 plus on Instagram.
Yes,
so
yeah.
We gotta give ourselves a pat on the back. And I think it's been a dynamite episode. It's in the can, baby.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are listening to us on iTunes, make sure you guys give us a 5-star rating if you like what you hear, and write a review so we know what we can do better. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, and leave us a comment. And we'll definitely comment back. And with that said,
I can't stop, baby, but block the hate, salute the great. I can't stop laughing.